you know, our singing voice or our speaking voice is so much a part of who we are. It's so much a part of our identity. And I think so, you know, in a different way to say how a musical instrument is, that's the piano, but your singing voice or your speaking voice is you, you know, and an expression of you. And I think it's so much about communication. Sorry, let me just see if this is, yeah, great. So in the Sing for Life project, we're working with people, adults who have additional needs in whatever context. The example I'm going to show you is adults with additional needs, intellectual disability, primarily in Dublin. This project is involving young people and adults, I should say, but is around encouraging people to find their voice. And actually, it's what you said, you know, when in this context, they really have no shyness about it. What you might have, though, is maybe somebody who's non-verbal, or you might have somebody who has limited language, and so but they really can and do express themselves so much, you know, in movement or in the way they engage with the group singing that we're doing. And I'll show you the video first. I think this is actually a bit of a fly on the wall from a session just last week, so the audio wasn't loud enough to play fully, so we've had to kind of cheat that a little bit, as you'll see, but you'll see the engagement, and there's pictures from a performance at the start that I really love. And it was one of my favorite things that we did in the last year, because we had a performance, but one of the things, they were incredible on the stage and really just full of life and full of energy and brilliant music making. But it was their family and their friends, their faces, and how they, you know, for some of them, they just weren't expressing themselves in the same way, maybe with other activities they were involved in, but with singing they were here. And you see one of the initial photos is, well, the dreaded phones are out to take all the pictures, but it's really, that part of it I think is really important. They're brilliant. I wish you could hear their singing, because it's equally great. And I think one of the things I always find when I'm attending one of these sessions or working with them is, you know, how, you know, you ask for a song in a normal group, you sometimes get some suggestions, but you get 15 immediately in this group, and I love that. And actually what we try to do, special mention of Ross Scanlon and Katrina, who are featured here, is really take the ideas of the group and work with them to try and respond to what they want to do. And then there's a contribution also to the movement, to all of that kind of thing. And this is an initial session where they're sort of, I guess, workshopping that a little bit. But really, I think the same is true of this group as is true of any singing group. You know, it is about communication, about a social activity, yes, musical side of it, but the social side, the community connection, the friend building, the mutual understanding that singing together in a group can bring is so powerful, and we shouldn't underestimate it, nor take it for granted. And it's a really powerful, I think, demonstration of how it can make a difference in people's lives. So that's
yeah.